What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are in another rebuild. This time, it's a special rebuild. It's a fantasy draft rebuild of the Packers. But, of course, this is the team that we drafted in our perfect fantasy draft guide video. If you guys didn't take a look at that, maybe take a look. It'll probably be in the end of the video. Maybe it'll be in the description. I don't know. But it's literally titled, "This is how to draft a perfect fantasy draft team." I think it's 2.0, 3.0. It's the one that came out in, like, December something, late December. Regardless, we are going to be rebuilding the team that we made, that we drafted, because you guys hit 500 likes on that, which is amazing. Appreciate it. If you guys want to try to do it again, just to be a good person. Of course, you don't have to. Maybe subscribe. We do a ton of franchise. Don't have to do that either. I don't know when I'll be doing that SpongeBob thing. I don't even know. Like, this is, like, obviously before that came out. I don't even know if it's going to be any good. It's probably going to be like The Yard. And I haven't really enjoyed The Yard. So, of course, an 80 overall team. This is what the draft ended up being. Of course, if you're new to franchise, which I'm assuming you're not, don't just look at the overalls and be like, wow, this team sucks ass. Okay, maybe some of it does. We did sell on not having Fant, but Irv Smith, he's a new name. I like him. Whatever. Relax. We have a lot of youth. Of course, you can tell by the fact that they're all, well, not all are blue, but a lot are blue. And, of course, if you know these names, you know that they're pretty young. Chark is 23. Brown's probably 22. He's also 23 in fairness. 23 for Murray. I believe 21 for Akers. 21 for Akers. Hill's probably 22. Yeah, 22. Duvernay's 22. O-line, Lindstrom's like 23. Elton Jenkins 24. You know, lots of youth on the team, obviously. And then defensively, our first pick in the draft, I believe, was Chase Young. And then we got Kyler Murray afterwards. And then, of course, the two superstar corners, C.J. Henderson and Jeff Okudah. Not bad at all. Really, the thing you would look to replace is left end, right outside linebacker, and then potentially strong safety. But, of course, Edmonds, 23 years old, so plenty of potential there as well. So, really, we're going to go with a real class for the draft, but we really don't need it. It's really just develop the team we currently have and how long until we get a Super Bowl, honestly. Like, It's really that simple. That's how good of a team it is. However, I will say, you never know. Even with their devs being high, they might not meld together well. We've had it in the past where, it's like, how did this team not do better? It's just, that happens. So maybe we will have to replace some players. Maybe we move Simmons back to safety, and then we draft two linebackers, depending on what we get. I have no idea. But let us get into this. If you have any ideas for future kind of challenge rebuild ideas, let me know in the comment section below. I know a long time ago, like early into this Madden, we did a 0 overall rebuild. We can do another one soon, so if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section below with something. I don't know, if you want to see that, or you want to see some other idea you've seen someone else do, or you guys have an idea, let me know in the comment section below. And Romeo Okwara, I guess, maybe doesn't need it. Ooh, 20K! What decides? I don't understand how the game decides who gets what XP. Like, he's 26, right? 25 years old, and he got 20K XP. That's insane. And obviously, maybe we don't need a pass rusher in the draft anymore. Like, I don't know. We've just drafted too well, I think. Can we make it 6 overall to power? 5 overall upgrades to power move. He is a beast. For the re-signings, ooh, Braden Mann wants a contract already. That's the kind of thing that sucks about having, even though these guys are pretty solid players, about having these late picks that just obviously aren't going to get a guaranteed contract. Who do you keep? I feel like you got to let pretty much all the running back players go. Maybe keep Gary and just anyone cheap. We'll see. I mean, there's no one really here that you have to keep. We have a great punter already, but Braden Mann was kind of just like a sneaky little piece. All right, so I didn't expect to have a great season out the gate, right? Because, we have an up-and-coming roster with a bunch of youngsters, but 5-11? That seems a little harsh, but okay, 5-11 we are. We probably will be able to, grab a new lineman, which I guess wasn't really on the list, but I suppose it makes sense. Kyler Murray, not great. Cam Akers was terrible. Chark was okay, but not good enough for superstar. O-line, yeah, I think you replace Howard, maybe trade him off for like a second-round pick. Sack total, Simmons did really well. Chase was decent. Everyone else was kind of not, simply put. Harrison Butker was pretty solid. Punting, J.K. Scott did the job. As far as awards go, I don't think we would have had any, right? Like, it's just kind of iffy. The Lions had Mahomes. Interesting. Tua, the Falcons. I like seeing all the, oh yeah, Rookie of the Year probably. Simmons played pretty well. No shocker there. Yeah, a bit of a shocker. Wait, was that Josh Jackson on the Rams, or is that JC? It might have been JC. It was JC. I was about to say, Josh doing well on the Rams? That seems very, very interesting. Seems like something we may know about. Lions versus the Patriots. Shocker. The Mahomes train is there, and they lose to, was it Cam Newton? Who's like literally always on the Patriots somehow? Yep, it was. Nice. Cam Newton's a glitch. Don't draft anyone except for Cam Newton. So we signed a couple of the backups. Nothing major. Speaking of nothing major, it's free agency of fantasy. You don't expect anything to be here. Well, I mean, I will say Jordan Lewis, we don't need him at all, but superstar development trade, not a bad player in free agency there. I'm surprised he's actually there because pretty much every team has next to unlimited money for this season, maybe the next couple even. Interesting stuff. But yeah, as far as what we can get here, not much. We get Hamler, Sternberger, and Greg Little all as backups. All right, as far as DevOps go, we didn't get a single one on offense. Defensively, we got one for Harrison, so linebacker might not be that big of a need. Safety, perhaps a need in the future. And then Vita Vea, I believe, went to Superstar, right? He did. I mean, really looking at this team, it's probably right tackle because Howard's 25 now, right? At 25, he's not going to develop super fast, so if Sewell's there, I suppose we take him as our best available. Almost said vest available. Second overall. If we can't get Sewell, that's a scam. Right? Come on. 20? We went with TFG's updated one. I believe it's been updated. I can't really tell. I haven't done a rebuild or a draft in non-next gen in a while, so not 100% sure. Will we get two more backups, a safety and a DT? I really need a running back backup, but I guess they don't want to join. All right, pick number 1. I didn't really think about it, but they could have a quarterback already. Oh, thank God they don't. Yeah, they're going to be taking Mr. Lawrence, right? Yeah, so it's not Sewell. That's all that matters. Although, we're kind of doing a fantasy here, so I'm kind of curious to see what the Dolphins quarterback situation is like. Will they take Sewell? Will they need a left tackle a little bit more? Nah, I will be taking him. Is it Sewell or Sewell? I don't really care, dude. I'm just going to take him anyways. There we go. Our man, 77 overall, ahead in development, should be superstar, will be the new starting right tackle on the team. Titus Howard, you can probably trade him off for something decent. If Holland is still there, I think we'll take him as well, just because safety is technically one of our top needs. Linebacker's really not super available. We'll check last second, but I think safety's going to be our best bet. Somehow Fields is still there. Obviously, that's not where he would be taken, so we're going to leave him on the board. Holland is still there. Linebacker? Maybe Owusu. Could trade up for Owusu. Cornerbacks we didn't really scout because we didn't really need. Javon Holland. And he's a 75 overall hidden. All right, so I don't know if this is a class you guys would normally use or not, but things are going pretty well. I can admit to that. Now, as for next year, I don't know if we're going to keep our pick because, honestly, I just completely forgot to trade our pick away, but it worked out in the long run. You got to think we're at least a playoff team next season, right? I mean, I thought we would have been a playoff team here. Let's take a look if there's anyone still available. Najee Harris. Probably wouldn't still be there, but maybe. DT, don't really need him, even though Tywin is usually really high up there. Early third for a center. And then, of course, we do see... Actually, no, we didn't put him on our board, did we? Still there. Pretty decent looking. Could go for a running back, Najee Harris as well. I don't know. And then I'm going to keep going until one of the players is gone. Najee or the outside. Nah, we'll trade up to the Bucks. All right, we give him Titus Howard and a 6th-round pick for 46. This is kind of a fantasy, kind of not. I don't really have any regrets. It's still a decent trade, in fairness. Najee is kind of interesting, though. But we're going to take Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. Welcome to the team. Hidden as well, 69 overall. 22 years old, pretty fast. Is he going to start over Malik, though? Probably, right? Maybe. Let's go to the next pick. Najee's probably going to be gone, but you never know. Could still be there. He's not, but Fields is. What the hell is happening around here? I was debating on Seth Williams, but I don't think... Oh, Tywoman is still there? Screw it, we'll take him. Ooh! He's terrible on this class. That's a yikes. That's a yikes. Of course, next pick might be Kylan Hill. We need a backup running back, and he looks pretty good if he's still there. Pick 2 in the 4th round once again. Pick 2 all the way across the board. Seth Williams just goes. Running back Kylan Hill, the best running back available. Let's take him. 68 overall. Okay potential. Nothing massive. Rashard Ashby. Let's trade this down. Let's try to get that Ashby guy. All right, I suppose he's probably worth it if he's here at 30. Rashard Ashby. Not the fastest guy in the world, but still pretty good combine grade. Top skills are insane. Let's see what we got. 65 overall. Interesting player. 93 excel. 80 speed. 74 agility. 97 jumping. 90 hip hop. What the hell am I even looking at? And then we take Kellen Mond for the hell of it. Normal development. Yikes. Decently fast, though. All right, draft recap. What did we get? 3 hidden developments, I believe. Yeah, 3. Seawolf, he's not superstar. I don't know what to tell you because he's a pretty damn solid prospect for what I've been hearing around these parts. Superstar development, of course. Holland could be superstar. I've seen him as a superstar in several different classes, but I don't know. His name kind of dropped off a little bit. Yeah, star development, still good. And then Owusu is probably star, but you never know. Maybe he's superstar. Maybe he values him higher than others. Development is star as expected. All right, year 2 looks pretty good, though. I mean, I like what we did. Once again, I think we probably should trade our draft pick away. Let's see who we can actually get rid of, because assuming we get rid of Malik, what's his age, 23? Man, we really shouldn't have went for that rookie. Yikes. Owusu was still a good pick, though. Yeah, Owusu is pretty good. It is what it is. We could trade Malik off. Maybe get a first-round pick off of him and someone else. I don't know. Because we're probably going to trade Edmonds here, right? Edmonds, Malik, Harrison, and Epinesa for a first-round pick this year and a second-round pick the following year. Not a bad trade. All right, 84 overall for year 2. So we're probably like maybe a couple overalls behind the average, or probably right around par at least. 84 wide receiver 1, 83 for number 2. Akers really didn't go up super high, but he's developing. Kyler Murray, 88 overall. O-line, once again, with Sewell, huge improvement as hopefully everyone's around an 80 or higher by the end of the year. Defensively, of course, new right outside linebacker. Maybe a debatable one, but of course he technically does have a higher ceiling as far as corners. Thought they would have developed a little bit faster than that, but hey, we still got +2, +3 overalls for all of them. We give them pick 2, a 5th, and a 5th for pick 4. The Eagles, that is, as I expect we should be doing at least, even if we don't make the playoffs, at least like an 8-8 season. It'll definitely be a positive trade-off. Well, maybe hopefully at least. Maybe not definitely, but I mean, I would assume this team's at least like an 8-8 team, right? J.K. Scott is on the list. I don't know how long this rebuild will last, so it's kind of like, do I want to spend money or not? We're going to pay Patrick Ricard or Richard. He's a fullback. You know, our run game's kind of strugglesome, so why not? Xavier Woods and Andy Isabella probably get let go. J.K. Scott, a punter, though. Does it really matter? Like, I feel like all punters play the same, but does it really matter in the terms of, like, Madden overall? Like, is it going to affect our overall, which in turn affects our sim chance? I don't know. I don't feel like it should be worth it. 5-5. We're going to go to this playoffs, and hopefully we're in them. 5-5 is not bad. Definitely not winning the division, though. The Bears are just crushing it. And, oh, we actually almost did. The Bears at 10-6, they were like 8-0. Kyler Murray, 36 touchdowns, 11 picks, 4,200 yards rushing. Once again, man, we can never get our rushing numbers good. Oh, no. Did I forget to change the slot receiver? Oh, there goes Andy Isabella, the guy we're about to let go, getting to star. Owusu could be a superstar already. Same with Bush. Sack totals were pretty bad, outside of the top 2 guys there. Pick totals, can't really say too much. It's not great. Butker missed 4 out of 18. That's kind of a lot. J.K. Scott, once again, let's take a look at all of the punters. The average punting, like, it's just not worth it, right? Like, it's just not worth doing, you know? As far as awards go, do we have any? Cam Newton number 2. Murray at number 3. That's a little surprising. Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC side. Rookie of the Year goes to Owusu. Kyler Murray was the best quarterback. As far as wide receivers go, Andy Isabella. Oh, man, what a sell there. Seller, number 9. Packers, Mr. Chase Young at number 6. Linebacker, number 8 for Devin Bush. Wait, where's the other guy then? Was he not better than Bush? I guess not. I don't know. J.C. Jackson, back-to-back DB of the Year awards. Henderson on the list for DBs. And then Mr. Harrison Butker at number 8. Probably didn't even deserve that. But we're in the postseason going against the Chicago Bears, who Chris Godwin. They have Chris Godwin, Christian McCaffrey, Chandler Jones. Okay, interesting. We're in 88. They're in 86. So we have already caught up, as you would expect. That's kind of the reason why we draft the way we do. And you guys seem to enjoy those videos. So, I feel like we're doing okay. When you guys, watch them and you like them and you guys are interested in them, I feel like we do a good job. I always feel like we draft well, but maybe we don't. To be fair, it is a lot of rookies. So it's almost like it's too many rookies, too many good players. But obviously, if you're looking up a guide video, you don't care about choosing your favorite players. You care about having the best team down the line. And that's obviously what this is. 7-0. 7-3. Very low-scoring game, but I suppose not the worst if it stays that way. Hey, Chicago, relax yourselves. This is not good for us. Okay, let's slow sim it. And we get a penalty. Green Bay bailout. Even though anytime the Packers play Chicago, it's like all in their favor. The Bears, that is. And wow. Okay. Well, at least I feel like they both get their fair share of like sleazery in their own stadium. And I also feel like the frame rate is smoother on past gen than it is next gen. I don't know why, it just feels smoother. The resolution seems a little lower, but the smoothness is higher. I don't even know. Kyler Murray, really solid performance. Goff wasn't bad, but definitely not as good. Although they did have a couple of rushing touchdowns. So yeah, pretty similar performances from both teams. Really good receiving battle. Like they have Fant, great. Godwin. They went with Mooney again. They're like, you know what? We want Mooney again. Looking promising in real life. Chandler Jones, 3 sacks. Aquara, 1. Landry, 1. Owusu, 1. Donald Payne and Shelton with a combined 1. Butker was perfect, thankfully. As far as punt go, I just don't think it matters. I really don't. Going to the divisional round against the Cardinals. A bit of heartbreak for Green Bay going against that Cardinals team over the years. So, is this a good or is this a bad? Of course, it's a fantasy, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. The Chargers at 3rd. Wait, did we trade with the Chargers? No, we went with the Eagles. I almost took the Chargers pick. Chargers were a top 5 pick as well, and they didn't have a great quarterback. So, I don't know. I don't know if the Eagles were around, but that's a bit of a yikes. I'm not going to lie. Speaking of yikes, this scoreline, we have no offense, man. Our run game sucks. Our offense just sucks in general. Our defense is playing okay. And all this talk and the offense got a chance. Okay, here we are back again, just like last week. Chance to walk off and win it. 4th and 1, they get it. Clock is draining, but I don't trust the game. Like, I don't care to win, necessarily. I just want to lose fairly. You know? That is predetermined as hell, I ain't gonna lie. Predetermined as hell there. Might have had Shark. Back of the end zone. What's the flag? Don't tell me that's a hold, dude. Don't tell me that's a hold. Chandler Jones got to be a hold. It has to be. Oh, it's a personal foul. What a step. That is an amazing, amazing playoff throw. Let me take a look at this thing. Was it actually a late hit? And who is that? Is that Za'Darius? I don't know why I thought they had Chandler Jones again. I was like, we literally just played him. How late was it? Yo, that was super late. And Shark with a one-hand. That was filth levels. To step into this one on the run. Oh, you actually set her feet. Kyler Murray's a great quarterback in Madden and in real life. Damn, son. Of course, we win the game. Green Bay, with their last-second drives, deciding not to play offense until the very last moment. Interesting strategy, but it's worked out somehow. Cam Akers, nice running. Long run? No, not a long run, so just a really good game. Same with Eckler. That's the kind of game I want to see from Akers, and Chark went off in that game. 13 catches for 169 yards and 2 Tutties. I know I said that. I am sorry. I've never said that. I will never say that again. I apologize. A lot of sacks. Both quarterbacks taking a pounding in that one. And there's nothing I like more is to see a quarterback take a big, brutal pounding. Of course, Chandler Jones is the guy. Like, there's got to be, like, Amazon, Google integration into Madden, right? Sell as much, make as much money as possible. They use our information when we're talking about the game. Oh, I could really go for a Hot Pocket right now, and then you get a bunch of Hot Pocket ads. And, I don't know, dude. Going against the Panthers, who are 12-4, 84 overall. I can see a couple of defenders. And, of course, the team with the #1 overall pick in last year's draft going against the team with the #2 overall pick. And, I like the Carolina Panthers. Maybe is that a team we think about for next Madden's online franchise? What pick does Carolina have, actually? Carolina Panthers draft. If they have a top 3... 8? I'm sorry, I'm yelling. Damn, okay. If they had picked 3 or something and they got Fields, that would be a team that would be fun as hell. That would be a team with a lot of potential. They'd actually probably be too good in Madden if you got Fields or something. They could still land a good quarterback, maybe like... There's like 5 good quarterbacks this year, right? And Jesus. Sucks that we're not in real life because they don't need a quarterback here. As you can tell, they are looking pretty dominant. Nice start to the drive as Cam Akers goes off. 21-20. Carolina looking good. I don't like it. And we lose the game. Carolina says, no last second drive for you guys. We are locking this baby down, and they're headed to the Super Bowl. Not a bad trip on the second year, though. Kyler Murray with that interception could have costed us. Lawrence was, his completion percentage was higher. Akers, huge run, but you take away that huge run of, 75? He went 10 for 50, which is still pretty damn good, actually, but damn, not enough. Cam Akers did really well. The receivers, offense, just passing-wise, wasn't good enough. Defensively, I think they did their job yet again. It's just, let's get in that damn offense. Can't get the job done. But, of course, smart to trade our pick off because, we know the Eagles aren't in the Super Bowl, so automatically we moved up several picks. How much, though? How much? As far as the Pro Bowl goes, Murray at number 3 barely sneaks in. Backup fullback, #1 wide receiver, number 3 tight end. We'll take those. Number 2 left guard, number 2 right guard. As far as defense, Ed Oliver made it, and I believe that to be it. Yeah, our punter didn't even make it, so, what's even the damn point of keeping the punter? There's only, one punter, one Pro Bowl punter on each side, but, Chargers versus the Panthers. Thank God we didn't go with the Chargers pick, as the Panthers do win it all. So we were, the second, maybe third best team, technically. Regardless, it's going on to... Is this Season 3 now? It's kind of went by fast, didn't it? As far as the offensive dev-ups go, as expected, none. Well, actually, to be fair, we probably would have had one with Andy as a... Really? That wasn't good enough to get him to... Wow, okay, that's a little surprising. Defensively, don't think we got a single dev-up either. That is a yikes. No dev-ups on the season. It was a decent season as well. As far as, showing you guys we didn't cheat. Here's your postseason, Well, obviously we didn't win, so it'd be weird to cheat a non-win. J.K. Scott, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. It's end of the road. Davion Taylor wants way too much money. Zach Bond, no thank you. Julian Aquara, sorry, we're keeping Romeo. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think you guys can all go to free agency. See you later. We get a two backup linebackers, a corner, and a tight end. I thought we offered someone kind of big-ish. Relate moment of truth. Pick 8, it would appear. I don't know for sure, but pick 8 or 18 from the Eagles. Definitely worth the trade, obviously, for us. They're like, you scammers. They knew something we didn't. You should have known. Let's be honest. You should have known, but scammers. All of our guys are on the top of Pro Football Focus, obviously. Oh, Lord. There's some actual decent players here. That guy, 446 with the #1 strength rating. That makes some really fast power backs in Madden. I don't know if this is because of Jonathan Taylor. I feel like Jonathan Taylor is, the reason why all these players are like this now, which isn't a bad thing. I'll take it. But power backs are usually like maxing out at like 88 speed. Now they're not even close to maxing out of that. The Cardinals took back Andy Isabella. We get Scotty Miller. Yeah, pretty much just the same. Technically, maybe even better. I don't know. It's 50-50. Austin Jackson as a backup, and then Mr. Alton Robinson. All right, so with pick 8, if we can get him, Nelson Spencer looks like one of the craziest prospects I've ever seen. He's a mid-first, so maybe like pick 6, pick 5. I'd probably say pick 5 just to be safe. Let's move out to pick 5, see what it takes to get there, because once again, that guy looks insane. There's not really much we're going to need to draft, so why not go for a player that looks like a freak of nature? And maybe he replaces like Ed Oliver, which we can turn into literally the pick we just lost, or we're going to lose for this trade up. We actually probably have to pay Terrell soon, right? Let's just make this trade. Pick 8 and Terrell for pick 5. That's actually, even though this is a fantasy kind of, it's actually a pretty fair trade, actually. All right, Nelson Spencer. If this guy's not at least hidden, that would be a shock. 76 overall hidden as expected. 84 speed at 297 pounds, 6'6". Honestly, unless you needed a quarterback in a user league, if you pass on this guy, you're on crack. Because you could use this guy in pretty much any scheme, right? Not even pretty much. You literally could. It's just almost any position on the front. Absolutely nuts. Of course, for our next picks, we do have a tight end. I mean, a tight end's not a huge need for us, but I suppose if you were going to say which is our biggest need, that would be up there, technically. But I think we're going to go for Gordon Farmer. We do kind of need a new cornerback because of the trade we just made. So why not? This guy looks like he's really solid. So can't miss player coming up. Please be hidden. And he's normal. Once again, he is a can't miss player, obviously. But, unfortunately, normal. 6'3", 21 years old. You can't go wrong with that. But, yeah, would have liked to hit him, obviously. Early third, that's a player you trade up for sure. This guy does look really good, but I'm going to let him go. Linebacker isn't really that needed. O-line, kind of needed. So we're going to go for Markham, who has the word come in his name. We trade 62, 126, and Chason for pick 48. Once again, it's supposed to be kind of a fantasy. We're kind of not. We're kind of trying to make real trades here, apparently. Justin Markham. Hidden. 69 overall normal. Once again, it looks really good on paper, but he's not. Also looks almost exactly like Brian Bulaga. We have another player, Juan Trent, and we'll ask him if he wants to join the team. The safety actually looks really good too. Deontay Reynolds, late 6th. We don't really need a running back, but I want him anyways. 69 overall, 89 speed, 91 excel, 87 agility. Interesting stiff arm. You definitely wish you could trade the stiff arm and trucking, but whatever. He's just a backup anyways. All right, in the 6th round, we found a linebacker. I'm surprised he's actually still here. I mean, I didn't find him. I had him on my list already, but I'm surprised he's actually still here. So we're going to take him 64 overall, huh? Interesting. Not bad, but not for us. And then I think we'll be taking a punter in the 7th round. We don't even actually have a punter. We tried to get one in free agency. They all said, oh, yeah. We heard what you did with our buddy J.K. Scott, actual scam artist. I was like, wait, I guess Carnegie has the highest combine grade and all that, so we'll take him. And hidden. Interesting. How is that? Like 86 kick power. What am I going to do with this? Like, I don't even care that he's hidden. Like, I mean, I'll take him. I mean, it's better than not being hidden, but wow, that is, I mean, they got to up that position. Like, special teams is so brutal for drafting. It's just so bad. You always have to depend on a real-life player. Literally always. And Spencer is wearing a very big helmet, considering he's going to look small, but nice. Nice. We'll put him at number 97. I don't know where we're going to play him, actually. Probably DT. We should have checked the punter. 1 second. We'll check this amazing punter. Clearly, he's going to be like a god. 6'5". Maybe superstar. You never know. They got to throw a few in there, right? Any star. Either way. We traded Quara and a 3rd-round pick for pick 8 to the Eagles. Once again, it worked out once. Why not do it again? We trade 25, 57, and Westry for pick 4 from the Dolphins. All right, this is what the team looks like for year 3. Of course, receivers, they haven't gone up super high in overall, but assuming this is what our guys look like, the other guys are probably around the same overall across the league. We ended up getting rid of Aquara. Like did we show that we got rid of Aquara? What the hell did we get? Oh yeah, we got the Eagles pick, and then yeah, okay, fair enough. Spencer, of course, the starting left end now, should be better for stopping the run, and overall probably better in the long run for pass rush because he's young, superstar, like we said. Absolutely talentful defense. Really just got to get a little bit better into the safety position, and then the linebackers just keep developing, of course. Same with Holland, obviously. It would just mean, he needs to develop more. It's a good team. It's a good team, and this could be the year. If not this year, I would assume next year, but you never know. We'll go at least 5 years if we don't get a Super Bowl. All right, negotiations. I mean, Butker really hasn't been that great, but in theory, he's a high overall with superstar, so we'll give him a 3-year. Cam Akers, once again, another guy that hasn't been necessarily super great, but can't really go wrong with this contract. It's a very good offer for us. Cesar Ruiz, that's a 7-year deal, just because O-lineman's not super easy to get, especially stars that young. And then Duvernay, we definitely can replace. All right, here we are, headed to... Oh, Jesus! I sold so hard. We're not in it, are we? Did we make the playoffs? We must have. Oh, we made the playoffs, but I actually went to the Super Bowl because we were on week 17 already. No. Well, that was a sale. Yeah, we didn't really even deserve it anyways. Kyler Murray wasn't that great. Rushing wasn't... Yeah, we didn't really deserve it. Okay, fair enough. I don't feel as bad now because we really didn't have that good of a year. I guess season 4... Wow, that sucks. Chase Young, pretty solid. Vita Vea, pretty solid. Simmons, meh. Nelson Spencer was his first year, but kind of feel like that's going to happen again, isn't it? Like, these sack numbers aren't usually very good for non-real players. Harrison Butker, 25 or 28. That is a lot. And I mean a lot of kicks. Mahomes MVP of the league. Wow, not even on the list. Was he on the list? Maybe did I miss it? No, he's not on the list. Wow. I mean, I knew Kyler wasn't great there, but a little surprise. Juan Trent, the backup running back, was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Number 2 Rookie of the Year for defensive for Nelson. As far as other awards go, I mean, yeah, you could see here we really didn't deserve it, but still, we could have still maybe made it happen. I still can't believe, though, 10-6 with this team. I'm not going to have a single dev up probably. The Rams versus the Patriots. The Patriots is just in it because it's the Patriots' name, and they win it. Let's take a look at the overalls real quick. That's kind of usually when we start getting really frustrated and we check it out. So 92 overall, 87, 87, 88, 89, 88, 88, 87, 87. So seems like 87 is kind of the average here, 86 to 87. And yet, unfortunately, we do not even advance through the first round. Sweet. Taking a look at dev-ups, we did get one to Chark. Fair enough. Chark went up in dev. That did make a lot of sense. Energizer, really? Like, no, dude. As far as defensively, don't think we had another dev up either on the defensive side. I mean, solid overalls across the board, but once again, we're just not doing it. There could be some decent free agents at least here, so we'll see about that. Negotiations, once again, it was just Duvernay. We could definitely get a guy just as good, if not better, for the price. And we also do at least have something to draft then in that case. As far as free agents go, J.K. Dobbins definitely developed pretty nicely. Swift, all the running backs are here, as those are the positions that are going to develop pretty fast just because it's one of the easier positions to get. As far as what else is there, really not much. So maybe a couple of odds and ends there, but really it's going to be, once again, back into the draft. Pick 6 for 13 and 77 next year. We really just don't have anything that we need. And even if we did, there is, second and third round players. So maybe we take someone here at pick 20. John Saturday, maybe. Russell Lindley, who's our right end? Chase Young. Yeah, you probably pay Chase Young, so we don't need a pass rusher that badly, even though this guy looks like a can't-miss player. Safety, maybe. Maybe corner, nah, probably not. I suppose you probably just wait for the safety late third. Let's trade down. All right, we got a bunch of decent picks for next year, second round kind of stuff. Terrence Callaway, late third, looks like a pretty damn good player. We're going to take him. And he technically was 72 overall, but normal is why you kind of don't want to draft here. What do we have? We had another player. This corner looks like a really good player, so Start of the third, we're going to trade up for that. And then I think there was a lineman maybe. Let's go to the Bengals. Fourth this, fourth next, and Markham for their third-round pick. Ironically enough, once again, not really making trades that are like super, like unrealistically fair in our favor or anything like that. We're just going kind of normal. Cole Cobb, another 6'3" guy, and ooh, this is a really good can't miss. Similar to the other guy we had, but way better, and also hidden, obviously. Nice draft pick there. We have a center that looks like another can't miss. Let's go to the fourth round. Let's go to the fourth. Yeah, let's go to the fourth. Probably gonna maybe went for both guards or both linemen. We might not get any of them. Oh, they're both there. I think actually, you know what? We got a second chance of this. We're gonna take them both. Why not? Let's move up to the Bengals, and then the most unrealistic thing we could do, trade up to the Vikings. We give up six this, and a fifth next for 97 right here, which I suppose will be the guard just because it is a little bit easier to, he's a little bit higher. So Trevonte Shivers, 6'7" overall, normal. Kind of expected that. And you know what? We're going to skip that. We're going to go to the Raiders. We're not going to make it unrealistic today. We might actually just give them a third next year. Let's do it. Third next year to the Raiders for this pick. Should definitely be fair. Really? Okay, I thought, I mean, this trade was better than the other one we just gave away. Kellen Mond, here you go. New quarterback. We added a cornerback, so now we have pick 3, which will be a center, which will be normal, which we'll be sad about. All right, looks pretty good. Let's take him. And good pick, 72 overall, normal. Doesn't take away from the fact that, once again, I am sad about it. Let's go for some Cox, and 70 overall, normal. Probably good enough to, yeah, definitely good enough to let Patrick Richard go. And that is a voice crack. Just kidding. It was, I'm sorry. And even though we did get a, actually the 6 might be enough. Even though we did get a hidden punter last draft, I think we're going to go for this punter we've seen here. I guess we have to give him a 7th round next year. Though the 6 would have been enough. Let's go for another punter here. Maybe we'll find another hidden that actually has kick power. I doubt it, but maybe. And here it is. Jerry Schneider. Worst bench press, but a kick power. 70 overall. Pretty good, but yeah, I'd still probably start the guy with hidden. But speaking of hidden, we only had one hidden, I believe, right? And it was the cornerback. This guy was normal, right? Yeah, everyone is normal except for the corner, who looks really good. Obviously, automatic number 3. Could even play safety in the future if we want to, or we can't afford the safeties we got. Star development, nothing special, but still good. Because this is when you would expect to pay a bunch of players, right? I think Kyler you're fine for. I think first and second round picks you give a 5th round, or not 5th round, a 5-year deal. So there you go. Yeah, there's some contracts you're going to have to pay. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm curious to see. All right, year 4, 92 overall roster. Looks really solid. I wish we would have gotten Marquise or Irv or Akers to superstar, but that just hasn't been doable, apparently. Looking at the linebackers, you know, Bush really hasn't developed lately. He's 25. Owusu, he's still developing. He's 24. Seems a little slow, though. Seems a little slow as far as the DBs. Best in the league for sure. D-line, best in the league. So this could be the year, but we got to at least make sure we actually get to play the games. Well, at least go into the games and see them at minimum. Whoa, Javon Holland wins his breakout and becomes superstar. That is extremely rare. But hey, I'll take it. Speaking of superstars, it's re-sign time. Vita Vea, we'll give him a 4-year deal because he's played actually really well for us. 4-year, 66.8 is totally fine. 3-year, we'll give a 4-year for Wyatt Teller. Let's give him a 5-year, whatever. Just sign him for life. Chark, the numbers aren't that bad here. So 31, 32, 33. Screw it. 33 years old. Elton Jenkins, that's till he's 30. I'll go 32 on that. Nah, we'll go 33. Screw it. Marquise Brown, that's a 5-year deal, I think is fair because he's only star. Jeremy Chin, that's a tough one because we need to draft something at some point, and we don't have unlimited money. I think you may have to let him go. Ed Oliver, let's keep Ed. Irv really hasn't been playing super well, so I think, oh, that contract is too... Wait, what about Devin? Let's go for Devin, because linebacker, it's not super hard to get, in fairness, but I feel like you can almost afford everyone here. Like, who we can't afford... I think you let Chin go. It's a safety, so you let Chin go. You let Irv... Irv. Nah, you re-sign Irv because the contract, the money's right. And then, yeah, you just let Chin go, and then you re-sign Kyler. It's going to be an absolute nightmare, but, oh well, we'll get there when we get there. Headed to the playoffs. Are we in them? We are at 11-5. Okay, we finally have like an I mean, it is a fantasy, so fair enough. Finally a decent season. 34 touchdowns, 3 picks, 3,800 yards. Akers still iffy as hell. Receiving still iffy as hell. Defensive, let's look at blocking. Why not? We're already here. Oh man, these numbers are super fun. Sack totals 13.5 for Chase Young, 10 for Spencer, 8.5 for Vea. Totally worth it. What else do we have? Picks, kind of a meh. Kicking, Butker. What happened? Last season's numbers were really good, and now they're terrible. I don't even know what to tell you. Take a look at the awards. Maybe Kyler, like Offensive Player of the Year or something. I don't know. Yeah, unlikely. Unlikely stuff there. Well, close, actually. Number 2, Defensive Player of the Year. We did not get on the list. Rookies, Cole Cobb, I was about to say maybe our quarterback Kyler Murray at 4. Running back, not even close. Not even close at all. Chark at 7. O-line, number 2, number 3, number 8, and number 9. D-line, number 3, and number 8 and 10. Linebackers, no. DB, number 5 for Henderson. And then kicker at number 6. No bye week, unfortunately, but that's about it. That's just but. Going against the Buccaneers. That's something I'm scared about in real life. Going against Josh Allen here. That's a rough one. 7-0, 7-all now. Start of the second quarter. Bit of shadowiness going on. Not even a bit of shadowy. The whole thing's a shadow. 14-12. And then we go, well, what is this score? 24-15 now. 27-15. That's a strange one. 27-22. We score a touchdown. Tampa tries its best, and boy did they, but they cannot do it, and we win the game. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Kyler Murray, 97 yards. Rushing Cam Akers, 77 yards, 3.8 yards per carry, no touchdowns. But we did get a touchdown from 2 of our backs. Receiving, don't really want to talk about it. Didn't really do well there. Sack total, Spencer, my guy. Picks, Cole Cobb, my other guy. They're all my guys. All right, 9-7 Los Angeles Rams versus, oh my. I can kind of see why we don't have a bye week all the time. Every team's kind of decent. That's a bit of a yikes. Okay. To be fair, not every team's going to be the same overall as them. The Rams are actually really solid here. 93 overall, and they went 9-7. Really? Going to the end of the game, Joe Burrow on their side. 7-0, 7-all. Defense does its job. Huge rush by Cam. Probably more yards in this game already than last game combined just because of that one run. 21-10, not a bad play here. They missed the extra point, which could cost them. Up by 12. 10 minutes in the fourth. It's looking good. And we hold on. It was a close one. 28-23. Kyler Murray, pretty good game, but not as good as Burrow in my opinion. Not really sure how Burrow, what the hell? What is this? How? Way more yards, better completion percentage. Something to do with average yards per attempt or something? It might be that. Regardless, Cam Akers went off. Took away that 70-yarder, and he still had a pretty decent game. Receiving, Chark went off. Marquise, is Deontay Harris like the new guy to get? He seems really solid. Chase Young and Vita Vea with 2 sacks each. Alton Robinson, a backup with 1. Spencer with 1. Wow, we had sacks across the board. Kicking, our guy was perfect on extra points. And punting, both guys had a little bit of their hand in it. Our guy was a little bit weaker, as you would expect. Headed to the championship round. Oh, this should be in our favor. Going against Dallas. Oh, maybe not every team is 93 or even close. We're at 97 overall. They're in 88. Crazy stuff. Going to the end of the game. Really low-scoring game so far, but hey, keep it that way for their side. 3-3-3. We're only down by 2 after 1 touchdown. Second half, up by 5. Come on, Green Bay, you could do this. Defense is holding up. Are we gonna win? It's so close. I think we won. That field goal was a terrible decision, and not a pretty route to the Super Bowl. But in the Super Bowl, nonetheless, really, we're struggling against Jameis. I guess a good quarterback doesn't matter. Good job, Akers. Kamara pretty good as well. Nothing crazy, just, good averages. Vita Vea, the DTs went off in that game. Henderson with a pick. Jermaine with an interception. Dillinger, they missed a field goal. I don't know how that would have changed the game, but mathematically, something somewhere down the line would have mattered, right? Or just so you guys know, we didn't cheat or anything like that, just to make sure we don't forget. No forces, no restarts. On to the Colts. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at any potential dev-ups we had. Who do we have had? Well, no one on offense, so that's good news. We got some on defense, though. And by some, I mean one. Owusu got to Superstar, which is finally someone, right? It feels like we haven't gotten any dev-ups at all in ages. Got some upgrades. Let's auto-upgrade them and go on to what could very well be the final game. If not, we will play one final season to see if we can get that Lombardi. Going to the end of the game. Okay, this is an interesting game so far. 3-0, 10-0. We will continue this pace, and we will all be happy and like it. Oh, this is good. This is good. 20-0 at half. Oh, we've won. This is like the first time in ages we've had a game like this. 34-0. Oh, you get 7. Sweet. That's so super cool, man. That's super cute. But guess who wins? 34-7. I don't even care, dude. As a Packers fan, I don't care if we win by 50-0. Whatever the score is, I just want to win. And hell yeah, we did it here. 34-7. Who is going to be the guy? It's got to be Murray, because it seemed like we were thrown all over the field on them. It seemed like we had a lot of passing yards in that game. Deshaun Watson, a pretty damn good quarterback, too. Kind of surprised they didn't put up more than 7. Of course, we do have a pretty damn sick team, but none of our games leading up to this were like this at all. Didn't change anything. It just, all of a sudden, now we're dominating. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, 293 yards. Completion percentage wasn't that great, though, so I mean, it was a good game, but, I thought it would have been like a masterful game, but hey, once again, I don't care. We won the game. Are we going to see confetti flying outside of the stadium? I don't remember if that shot was already shown or not. It might have been. Akers wearing 29. That's an okay number, I suppose, for him. And they win the Super Bowl. It only took 4 billion years, but here they are. Of course, I thought we were going to win more and quicker than this, but at least we did finish with 1. Even if it's just 1, at least we did win it after all. We've had rebuilds where we haven't won it in the past, so fair enough. I'll take what I can get. Watson was not great, but no interceptions. Rushing, Akers was meh. Trent was actually better than him. Duke Johnson, we had a lot of rushing attempts. Holy crap. Receiving was a pretty boring one, honestly. No one went off or anything like that. Vita Vea with 2 sacks again. Owusu with 1 sack. I'd honestly almost give it to Vita Vea just because of the performances over the last couple of games in the postseason, let alone just, one okay game from Murray. That's a pretty average game, to be fair. If Vea would have had a fumble recovery or a force, he would have definitely won it. But anyways, that is going to be the fantasy draft, the perfect how to draft a perfect fantasy draft rebuild. If you guys want to see more of these types of challenges, like I said earlier in the video, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays. Twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. We will have a stream tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe earlier, probably not. Maybe later, probably not. And of course, like I said, with those challenge rebuilds, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments section below. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. Oh my god. I can't just do Grand Theft Auto because it's Cyberpunk. Got him. Oh, they can.
Will it be Angel or Sky?
Uh-oh, I forgot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it! I had a 50-50 shot and I sold!
Here, take a load off.
Oh, please don't take your load off onto me. Whoa, look at us. Yow, yow.
Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front.
I'll just do this.